What's up, everybody? It's the final countdown. To what? It's the final countdown for the Cyclops. What is it? The Beloved, whatever, the milestones to get all those mini uniques. So we're on our last stretch, last blitz here, rescue today. I want to check in, kind of post where I'm at, share kind of where you should be at, look at the spreadsheet one last time. You know, hopefully you guys were kind of looking at this last two blitzes, especially after the first one, because really on the last one, I know it's the weekend, maybe you might be able to catch up if you get crazy, but to get the 30th milestone for those final mutant minis, you really had to do a lot of blitzing throughout the course of this thing. And I'm just realizing now how weird it looks to have my shirt like that, huh? It's kind of trippy. But you know what? I want to wear green when I shoot some of these. So anyway, I want to jump into the spreadsheet, show where I'm at in game, and we'll kind of go from there. All right. So let's get to it.
Bring me WolverThor.
Okay, so back to the beloved spreadsheet here. I'll do a quick once-over for those of you who've never seen this. Essentially, we've got a giant spreadsheet here tracking all of the milestones, 1 through 30, total shards awarded through the milestone for Cyclops, total points needed to complete that milestone. So to get all 30 milestones, you need 10,750 points. And then we've got some formulas in here about the orbs required to meet all the milestones. Ultimately, it was 75. And then you get the frags, the ruby heart frags required for that many orbs. And then obviously we had some, we get some fragments from the blitz rewards themselves, the milestones within the blitz here. So you get to subtract some fragments. You figure out exactly how many you need, number of blitz wins needed, so on and so forth. So you get an idea of how many, based on how many days left, how much blitzing you need to do. So in the last video, what we did, and actually before I jump to that, part of the thing we were looking at is potential frags per blitz here. I had it at 105 based on this weighted average. It might be less than that. A lot of people are getting pretty bad drops there. I think next go, I might lower this to like 75 or 80. I just felt pretty bad. So this one, I'm just gonna leave it because I don't want to mess with the data, but the next one, I might actually change that. So anyway, after the first blitz, it was done vision. We kind of checked in where the points to complete for where my status was. I was at 6,000. I was here at milestone 21. I had 4,700 points, which left me with 6,000 more to go. And so I did all these calculations about the orbs required to meet that milestone, how many frags that required, how many more frags we were expecting from the blitz milestones. So on and so forth, to figure out how many blitz wins I needed. And then from that, I got to this, I still needed 13 wins per rotation. But I could tell I had lowered my wins per rotation needed from the first go. You can see it was 14, and so I dropped it down by 1 per. So anyway, after the second miles blitz, let's go check out BlueStacks. So now BlueStacks, so you can see here, I'm just looking at how many points I have here. And ultimately, one thing, if you get really confused about, exactly how this stuff tracks, so all you really need to do is know how many blitzes you get milestones for, or you're going to get these frags for, and then divide by this number, this total number, and divide it by the number of blitzes. In this case, it was 3. So, for each blitz, you want to be a third of the way through. Or the first blitz, you want to be a third of the way through. Second ones, you want to be at least 2/3 of the way through. So that way it gives you the final third on that blitz. For me personally, I always like to be a little bit ahead of that to make sure that I'm not going to miss anything, because these mini uniques, I need a number of these for Phoenix here. I think I need 30 of each, so she's okay there, but I'm going to end up being, I'll be okay there. And I think I might be okay there. So those are critical for me to get her T14, so that way all I'm looking for is some of the basics. But so anyway, so you can see I'm 9152 here, and I don't have any orbs left, I don't believe. I would love if I did. Of course, everything's popping up because I've always got to get offers. Where are we at here? No ruby heart arbs. So I'm about halfway to my next one. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. So let's jump back to the spreadsheet again. Okay, so over here again, so I've got, like I said, 9152. You can see right here, I get my head out of the way, you get 9152. I've got that there, so I know. And then if I come back over here, I've got this 90, the total points needed, which is again the 10,750 minus that 952 gives me the 1598. The orbs required is that number divided by the, let's find it, the 143, which is the points you get per opening the orb, and that's just in game. You can see that. So that tells me how many orbs I need to get that milestone. So I need 11 orbs basically left, which isn't too bad. And I break that down by how many fragments that is. You just multiply that by 2,000. I factor into the point that you're going to get some fragments from completing the Blitz milestone. So collect those. It should be 4,000. And then the adjusted Ruby Heart frag rate. So it's just basically the 22 minus 4. And then the number of Blitz wins needed. So how do you determine that is you take the adjusted orb frags rate and divide by how many fragments you think you're going to get per win. Currently, like I said, I've got 105. And that means that you need 174 Blitz wins left to be able to get that. Now, if I change this to, let's just say 50, because that's the worst case scenario, right? That means I need 367. So, that drastically alters quite a bit of things. But, let's leave it at the 105 to stay consistent, like I said before. And then I'm factoring how many days left. I've got 3. Number of Blitz wins I need per day. Simple math there. The wins divided by the days left. And it's 58. And so we use the same thing we had before, where we had hours awake. It was 16 total. The Blitz cooldown rotations about, an hour and 45 minutes. Potential rotations is the math there, which just hours awake divided by Blitz cooldown. And then the wins I need after this particular miles, the last Blitz rotation. So on this third one, which is rescue. And my math's telling me that based on the number of wins I need per day and how many rotations I've got, I need 6 wins needed per rotation, which is nothing. That is nothing. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I am in excellent shape. So I start thinking about, depending where I'm at with Cyclops and whether I think I can get that next star. I'm close to being on the border of the 5th, getting that 5th star. That was what I was really hoping for, some good RNG to get. I think I can still pull it off, but it's gonna be a little tricky. If I'm really right there at the end, I might just pop some cores to get one of those orbs, but we'll see. I don't wanna, I wanna try to get it pure without any arena cores. I've got a stash left up, but I normally like those for refreshing nodes. So anyway, once I saw that I only needed 6 wins per rotation, I was like, wait a minute, how many? Maybe I don't even need to worry about blitzing. Let's just kind of see where we're at. And so the expected wins per rotation that I could normally get is 14 because I'm dropping down to 1. And what I mean by that is I can get a minimum of 14 wins. I could probably get 15 or 16 if I run all my teams. But since I'm dropping down to tier 1, I know I can expect to get 14 wins per rotation. So what that means is how many rotations I need required. I take the number of Blitz wins needed and expected wins per rotation, and it tells me I need 12. Okay, so it means let's call it 13 rotations that I need over the course of these 3 days, which means I divide that by the 3 days and I get 4.5 rotations per day, which is not terribly bad. That's, a normal day. If you're trying to Blitz 8 hours, you're going to get what you need there. And I was really happy to see this as far as getting that last milestone for the mini uniques gear. I was like, okay, I am way ahead of the pace that I needed to do as far as finishing that. I'm still going to Blitz hard. I've got some family stuff this weekend. That's a big reason why I wanted to do some of this, to try to get ahead of the curve. So that way, if I can't do these blitzes, which I mean, let's be real. I want to hang out with my family. I don't want to be blitzing. I want to be focused on them. And now, as far as all this stuff goes, I put in all this upfront work to try to get through this part, so I don't have to worry about it. And again, I choose my family every single day. But this, planning tools, mechanisms type thing, taking this approach, in my perspective, will help you, just plan, know how much you need to blitz ahead of time, know how much effort you need to put into a raid or a milestone or, whatever it might be that you're kind of looking at. Obviously, this one's particular to blitz. And basically achieve your goals if that's, you know, kind of what you're pushing for. So yeah, so I'm, you know, the final countdown is here, and I think I'm on target. I think I'm on track. You know, I'm excited to try to get this thing done, get Phoenix to T14. That'll get me into Dark Dimension 3. She's the last character. I got 2 pieces left. Pretty excited about that. And then I will start that torrentious, I'm not sure that's a word, horrendous grind. Torrential horrendous grind. That's probably what I was going for there. And get going. And then I got to start building up my global. I got a couple more globals I got to do, and I get my cosmics, and then cities. Not even close. So, but I don't think I'm gonna be there for a while anyway, so it probably won't even matter. So anyway, so yeah, I did a series of these videos. I hope they really helped you guys. You know, I got a lot of feedback from this. A lot of people hitting me up, you know, asking me about how, you know, where they were at and all these type of things. And I hope it helped you guys. I hope anything I made a comment to you guys helped you guys. I always like trying to do stuff like this for planning, and I like to share it with the community as well. So anyway, if you enjoy what you see here, please hammer down on that like button, share with your alliance mates, share with your friends, family, all that kind of thing, subscribes, the goodness. Come join the Discord. The link will be in the description below, as always. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day.